Hi everyone, and welcome to the Mech Logo project. First things first, what in the world's a mech? Well, mech is a common term for people who watch Japanese animation like I do. It's simply a giant robot or some kind of machine that's piloted by a human being or not. So if you watch any of the Japanese animation like Mobile Suit Gundam or Brave Raiden or even the old school Gigantor, that is an example of a mech. But we don't always have to be literal when we create a logo. So you would expect to have a robot here, right? Like a transformer. Well, that's what we're going to talk about in the next part. How to take something and not be so literal. That's one of the biggest mistakes a lot of designers make. Sometimes a client asks you to create something and you do it exactly just that instead of thinking like an artist and taking it to another level while still giving them what they want. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sketch we're going to start from. This is one of 3 sketches that I created for you guys. It's in the work files folder, and we're going to take this particular logo and we're going to do this thing in several different ways, because in this particular project I want to focus on exploration, on being creative and having a good time. This gradient version is just one. We're also going to do a 3D version like so. And we're even going to head into Photoshop, and I'm going to talk about how to take a picture that I took of metal and throw it into the letter forms of the logo itself. So we're going to explore with different feels, different techniques, until we come up with something pretty cool. Now, I like to also suggest that you guys take the basics that we're going to do here and take it to a whole nother level and do it on your own by adding things like rivets or even wires. Make the logo look like concrete, or whatever you like to do. Because when you're creating something for a client or for yourself, you want to have a couple of sketches, you want to have a couple of different ideas, and you want to exercise your creativity. So you want to try different tools, you want to try different techniques, so that when you have to do this again in the future, you'll be able to come up with solutions to problems. So if you can't quite think of how you would create a rivet or a bolt, you know what tools to go to, for example, the Pathfinder tool, or the Shape Builder tool, to create your own shapes and symbols that you need to work with your logos or any other artwork that you need to create. So let's go ahead and get started on the Mech Logo project.